So we start what? The method, yeah?
I have a question.
Come on with a question.
Normally when we do the meditation, afterwards we say 3 times, oh, you start with 1. Why not 3?
Oh, in the ending you can say 3. Actually what happens, it is meant, 3 bodies are there. 3 bodies are there.
3?
3 bodies.
Bodies.
Yes?
Yeah.
Gross body, subtle body and the causal body. You start from the gross body. I start from the causal body.
That's a good question. That's all in causal.
I have a question about the Om.
Yes, yes.
The symbol itself. What does it represent? Ron said a little, I think several days ago, that it basically, the symbol itself has each part has like a meaning.
Actually, Om is made up 3 words. A, U and Ma. A means without that no letter can be pronounced. Without A, no letter can be pronounced. And when A and U, and A is an independent letter. When A and U, they are mixed together, then they become O. A and U, O. And then last is Ma. The last of the alphabets according to Sanskrit. According to Sanskrit. Ka, Ka, Duma, Vasanyo. Ka, it begins from Ka and ends in Ma. So Om is a song,
And the actual, the sign, like the 3 looking symbol with the...
Some they say like if you have this, then this part is the dreaming state. This is the gross body, subtle body, and causal body. That's the symbol for that.
Oh, no, it's something complete, not with parts, actually. Om is a complete letter.
Right.
Because it denotes something which is
complete. Yeah.
No parts are there actually.
Oh, in that way.
Sorry?
Er zijn geen onderdelen in. Het is 1.
Het is 1, maar omdat het los is.
Ja.
Still, I don't understand why we say you say 1 time oh.
Because he did it from the causal.
Hij zit in een andere lichaam. Maar wij niet, dus wij doen het 3 keer voor elke.
Oh, dat is ook. Ja, So when we answer, when you say Om, we have to say 3 Oms to you back.
Because you are from physical level. Yes? So actual aim is to reach to the sound of Om. Om is a sound. You are giving it. Your body is giving the same sound. His body also. Collective bodies are also giving the same sound. But we don't know it. Why? We are not there still where we can be disconnected and connected to the place where they can be felt. They can be enjoyed, they can be heard. As water is flowing, sound is here. Sound is, coming out of the flow of water. But when you go there, sound is different than we heard here. or not? This shows something is there somewhere which is creating sound. But whom is creating sound in you, not somewhere else. So we have to be there by, patience. You have to try and go in and stay in where you are disconnected and connected to the point where you can feel the sound.
Feel the sound.
You can feel the sound.
Yes, you can hear. Sound is behind. Feeling
But
is
also like
something.
the feel vibration.
No, vibrations are a lower thing. This has vibration of sound.
Oh, yeah.
How you call it then? Because if you're singing Om, you're trying to connect with your Om in your inner self.
It is there already. We have to read that, by uttering Om. First, what happens when you utter Om? Other sounds are, overpowered. Only Om remains one. Then Om, from where it goes, you have to see the track. Usually, you don't, speak from the mouth only. Sometimes it comes from here. Sometimes it can come from here. And sometimes from the, tailbone it can come. Sounds are four level, So after traveling that, then they can go to the place, Agya Chakra. Yes.
I still
Yes.
figure out why you say, but you have still also a physical body.
Yes. Then?
That makes two
No.
times Om.
Actually, where bodies I have? I have three bodies, not two. But actually, I am where? In the causal mind.
Yes, okay.
So I have to start where I am.
Yeah, okay, now I understand. I think. Yeah.
But I have a question. The arm is also related to the different parts of the A, O, and
No, not to the different.
what is vibrating together or where sounds come
Actually,
from?
when you pronounce, throat is, mouth is open. What is there? That air which was going out, that is, centralized. And it hits a point which there is, in the second tongue is there, inside. Behind that there is a hole. Through that it enters and it reaches that place. Ma, 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 always take you up.
Oh.
All mantras, that's why they have what? Dots on their head. Dots are there when they become mantra. They have dots.
What do you mean?
Snap niet.
Actually when we write Om,
Yeah.
what is this?
Oh, yes.
The dot.
Yes,
The
you can call it star, the dot.
Wat is de dot? Wat is het?
Als je dat
In de
streepje
oog, ja.
daar zo zet en dan het puntje.
Ja, waar staat dat voor?
Waar staat een puntje voor dan?
Where is it, the
De
point?
dot?
Where it stands for? Where does it stand for?
Point.
De dot.
Actually, dot, that means, anything from far up is, though it is so big, it's like that. Sun, you see how big it is. Bigger than even us, but it looks like
Small.
Is it the same dot which are used in the Hindi letters? Because in Hindi letters are also a dot. Is that the same dot? Which
Yes.
makes the word longer?
Yes.
That's what it means?
its dot is the same. Actually, dot means, a point from where, easy to see and easy to move.
Yeah.
When you can see, you can move. But sun, even hard to see. And how big it is? Many times bigger than this.
Then makes it longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually Actually, dot means concentration of mind. You have to fix your mind on one point. Pinpointed you have to be.
Also, so it makes big, but also you have to point. It's
Yeah.
paradoxal. It's two things into one.
So if you're looking at writing, it's
Actually,
also
it is
making-
one
Yeah.
from level where you start looking, it looks there too. When you reach near, it is one only. When you understand, it is one only then. Because actually, it is the name of one only. One and God exists and is the name of God. Yes.
You said two objects could not have, one object could not have two names. But what about Pranav?
What? Pranav?
Before, yesterday or the day before, we talked about one object, one thing, could not have two names. Huh?
No, one name is always with everybody. You don't have two names.
Yes.
You have.
But,
You are in the society, you are familiar with one name only.
but what is the meaning of Pranav?
Pranav. Pranav is actually the name. Pranava is the name of God, and it indirectly or directly it means Om.
Directly or indirectly?
Directly or indirectly, both way. Directly means if you consider it is the name of God. If you don't consider, then you have to analyze it, according to the language. There also, then you will come to the point where the scene will be, it is the name of God, it is Om. Follow that.
Mandukupanishad, right?
Mundukul, yes.
That's about Pranav.
Oh, yes. Actually, it is about what you know. How to reach where you can realize what pranav is. Method is there. Technique is there of reaching to the self in it,
Where is that? In which is it the book that you mentioned?
Upanishadaha is part of Veda.
Oh yeah.
Upanishad means
Yeah.
by applying those things. Up means samip, near. Ni means sit. Completely surrender. Shad is to sit there. After completing complete surrender, you stop. That means Upanishad.
Whoa. Wow, dat was bizar.
Zullen we dat even doen?
Mooi.
Wordt op de foto genomen.
Pick your smile.
Yogananda?
Yeah.
I was wondering when you're in meditation, when you say the Om sound, what is the frequency of that? Is it like with every in and exhalation, or is it like continuous?
I said to write you.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything about inhalation and exhalation. Did I
No.
say anything?
I know, but
Why? Then
but
why
then
to?
I write it in a certain speed, and do I
You have to write on
it.
Actually, I said you have to write and you have to see.
Yes, but
When you are seeing your mantra, how you can see your breath then? You are inside, not outside.
But at the same
Follow
time,
me.
I thought-
When you are inside the room, how can you see what is outside? When you are in your mind, you can't see what is happening outside.
Yeah, I understand that, but what I was
That means you
asking-
don't understand, still in doubt you are, that's why questions coming out of your mind.
Yeah, well, when I visualized writing the mantra, at the same time, I sort of hear it inside.
Huh?
Was that not necessary?
No, you are writing inside or outside. I have to see that, When you write outside, then you can hear what is happening outside. When you are writing outside, then you can see outside. Then you can hear the sounds which are, outside. But when
I thought, well, maybe that's the mind then, I'm sorry, but I thought that hearing the Om sound inside while writing it, but while sound is the most subtle form, it's better to also hear it. But
inside you
inside.
are, and inside no sound is there. Is there any sound when you close the nose and eyes and everything? Can you hear?
No, but
Inside nothing is there.
so it's like silent, and you're just only like.
You have to write and see. If you are inside, right, you have to write or not?
But only to see and to write.
Write, and after writing you can see.
Yeah.
Before writing you can't see.
Of course, yeah.
And in writing also, we have to see what we are writing, it is correct or not, to verify that we are seeing that, whether it is being written or not. Sometimes it is not seen also, but still we have to write. A day will come, a time will come when you can see, oh, it is being written. Then I said, then you have to overwrite.
Then you overwrite it again.
Overwrite on the
While
same.
seeing it.
When you see, then you can overwrite. If you can't see the letter, how you can overwrite over it?
But no sound involved.
So can be inside you are. Inside you are making sound, or words are making sound.
Well,
Well, you
that
can
was
see inside. You can see inside, so why
Yes.
couldn't you?
But you
hear
can
it?
only see, no sound is there. You are a seer there. Watcher is there.
So actually hearing your thoughts in your mind, you can hear them.
Dan heeft hij hier ook al gezegd. Ja, dat. Swamiji, if you go deeply inside, in which level that, whatever, you can change the position of the senses to inside.
Actually, what happens, eyes are not seen from outside, they are seen from inside. Eyes are not seen. Those who possess eyes, they don't see. Those who have ears, they don't hear. So something else is seeing and hearing, and tasting and speaking and smelling. That is there, which is doing everything there.
Yeah.
That is one.
Okay. Then yeah. But then, what is the difference if you visualize that you are in a train and you feel and smell and see?
Actually, that is something different. You are visualizing outer things, nothing but things which are inside. Train is outside, you are traveling outside,
But still I'm visualizing.
but you are visualizing both those things which have happened outside.
But if I'm visualizing my heartbeat,
Oh, why to visualize it? It is there. When you are there, it is there.
no, as if I could see it
I
and
know.
feel it. And
Feeling is always from a distance.
feeling is from a distance.
Yes, you can't feel it from a distance. Oh, it's solid. Let's go.
Yeah.
When you are one with that.
Yeah.
So inside, when you are sensing, you are one with what? The
But
feeling.
if in the meditation they say that go inside and hear the sound in you.
That's what.
Actually, when you go inside, outer sounds are no more there. And when you go inside, and inside means when you become the master of your mind, then you will see the inside sound.
Then you will see the inside
Inside
sound.
sound. Then you can hear the inside sound. Otherwise, it's not possible.
So you pick it up, and it's not like you're like producing.
Then
Like now, well, sorry, I'm interrupting, but excuse me.
Speak, though.
Well, what I understand from now is that in my question, it was like sort of that I'm producing an inner sound. And what you were telling us is that you pick it up from.
The sounds are there.
Yeah,
Actually,
from
you
the
know,
moment that you experience it. So
Actually-
that's not there yet, but it might come.
actually in outer sounds you can hear because you produce it, you know.
Yeah.
But that sound which is inside is produced by none, you know. All the time it is, you know,
There.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, and you're more like a radio receiver, and
No, radio you have to play, you have to tune, many things are there. Don't go there, don't give the example of radio, you know. Many persons are there behind that which are speaking, doing everything, and then you hear it.
Does that mean that I
And then
always
radio is man created. This is not a man created machine. It's a God created, you know. Yeah.
Okay, metaphor.
I always thought that I could hear my thoughts within myself, but actually I'm not hearing them.
Thoughts, if they are thoughts, you know, that means they are coming out. They are not going in. Thoughts come out.
I don't understand.
When thoughts come, you know, you talk without thinking. Can you talk?
No, but when for example, I'm sitting here and you are talking to us, then I start thinking about those things.
But
And while thinking, I hear my thinking inside.
no, you can't hear. Thinking can't be heard.
So what am I
You can
hearing then?
You thinking, you know, because you can hear if you produce some, you know, vague sound which hit your drum, you know, drum of the air. That can be heard. But when you are inside, sounds are from inside. They are behind the drum.
They are behind it.
Drum.
But they say the biggest conversation we have
Yeah.
is with yourself, inside.
Conversation.
Yeah, it's sometimes interesting conversation.
What is conversation is, you know?
As if I'm overthinking.
Actually, conversation is to come to a one point, to come to a one decision.
Right.
You know?
But that can be inside.
Actually, outer things, they are many, and in one is there.
If that is that one can be hopelessly in doubt. And
You are in doubt then, no? that cannot be in doubt.
so
It is
the
about
ego is
doubt.
talking with the inner self.
Ego can doubt.
That's
With
what
ego you can doubt. Because in ego means, you know, you pose to be what you are not.
Mhm.
In ego. You can say I am a yogi, but you are not actually a yogi. Then, for you know, convincing other and proving that I am a yogi, you can say anything in your favor. That is conversing.
But like the question Lotte said, I can have that conversation in my head, but what is that conversation? What is happening then that I'm overthinking stuff?
They are the word, you know, all things we are thinking. Things which have happened. We can think about
Or
that.
which is coming to happen. Like if I have a meeting with people, then I think, oh, what shall I go? What shall I do?
Actually,
my
no,
mind.
you have been doing these things all the time in the life. Before meeting, you were thinking and then conversing. But there, one is only one alone. You are only your feeling.
But you can have discussions, right? So that one is.
You can talk with yourself.
Yeah, I can.
Can you? People will say you are mad because you are talking with whom? They don't say with whom you are talking.
Oh, maybe I am now because I'm
They will
really
say,
doing
you
it.
know, when you are talking, you know, somebody talks the same with whom they are talking.
You're
That means-
inside.
But inside, not
But
You with
inside.
silence, talking to yourself in silence.
But
like-
nobody knows then, you know, you are talking or not talking.
No,
No,
but
but-
what is it that?
Actually,
No sound.
inside Talking starts when two are there. With whom will you talk inside?
With yourself.
But they sometimes.
Self is one or two?
Well,
One is
Okay, but then maybe you're thinking like, is this good? No, it feels bad. Okay,
Actually, even if you are
it's like
if good and bad is decided, how you decide, the parameters are, testers are outside, not inside. Good and bad, you will test how, whatever you have
outside.
seen the world,
Yeah.
you are testing them, something which is inside with the outer norms, outer
But
standards.
even if it is for about the outside world, still it is happening inside of me that if I have a doubt, I'm in discussion with myself,
Yeah.
or I made a mistake and I think, oh, I shouldn't do that again.
That means, something has happened outside and then you are thinking that.
Yes, but okay, then it is happening outside. But what is the process inside, which is thinking?
Inside nothing is to happen, You have to go above them,
I know.
then nothing happens.
I will do it. I will
Then
do it. I
that
will
is
do
what
it.
are you are doing, You are mixing spiritual experience with the bodily experience.
But what is that special process then? That is more the question. If it is good or not, that is not the question, but what is it?
I said what, disconnect first.
Yes, before that.
maybe.
But before you can disconnect, you're thinking about that. What is that thinking process? What is thinking anyway?
Actually thinking means what? You think what is useful for you, what is beneficial for all, what will be with me all the life, all the time.
Yeah.
That is your aim.
But
Things of outer world, this will change. One model will change. You will like to have a new one. Oh, this is old model.
I already ordered.
And it can change, But there, that's always new. Ever new.
In your head is still outside.
Eh?
Yeah.
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 It happens in your head, but it's still outside. You
It's
call it
connected,
still
it's
outside
always connected with
because
the
you have
outer
a
world.
disconnect.
Actually, happening can occur due to some cause, and causes are outside, if it is happening inside.
Yeah. It's always connected with the outer world.
Out.
So it's like there's an inside and then there's a real inside.
We are still on the inside. You are in the real inside.
I heard sometimes about witnessing consciousness. What is that then?
Witness, what means witness, Actually witness means, you give something in the favor of somebody, some view. As a witness, you go to the court or not?
No, I don't understand.
If you go to the court,
Yeah, when you go to the court,
Yeah.
when there is fight in the, in some area, they bring their people which are in their favor, they also bring the people of their favor. Then they are called witnesses. They have seen, we have seen what they were doing.
Yes.
One speaks in his favor, others speak against him. Then they come to the conclusion. In the same way, witness means if something has happened, that we see. And we decide about that.
And where did it happen then?
Eh?
If you say like you're inside observer, where it is happening and what is seen?
Actually, when you are inside, first nothing is happening. Why? You are not there where it is happening, where it is. When you stay there, then after staying, you start seeing. Before that, no visualization is there, no vision is there inside. Stopping is the first point. And this stopping can occur only after disconnection. If you are connected somewhere, then those things will pull you back.
Zou het kunnen zijn dat ik weet niet.
if I can make a summary, go inside.
Okay, but still one question.
Yes, come on.
If you are not still inside, you're outside, but there is like something that is observing. You're still outside in worldly things or in thinking, but then there is kind of observing of your own thinking. What is that?
No, you can't observe your thinking.
But what we do if we are still outside?
Yeah, no, you are thinking, anybody else is observing it.
No.
When she thinks, even then you can't observe it, you know. So you are not observing it. Thinking is not a thing which can be observed, you know. It has got no shape.
What about self-study?
Huh?
What about self-study?
Oh, self-study. Study means what? You study something or not? When you see self, but before seeing what you have to do? You have to study some books, some preceptors' views, so that you can, you know, see yourself in that light, to make it like that where they started their journey. It's pre-preparation. Self-study is pre-preparation. In the light of scriptures, which tell about spiritualism, or any teacher who has reached that state, he can give the view to get you ready. You should be ready like that. As we want to go somewhere, we get ready or not before that? Or you will go like this to the bazaar? Will you go like this?
I don't understand what you're saying, sorry, I missed some things.
Actually, when you go somewhere, you get ready or not?
I will get ready, yeah?
And ready will, according to the public, you know, prevalent public, you know, fashion, you will make yourself ready. You know? In the same way, in this path also, a fashion, you know, a tradition is there. According to that, you have to mend yourself, repair yourself, prepare yourself. Then you can enter.
And where?
Where you want to go, in that field. You want to go somewhere. You are searching somewhere or not.
Yeah.
And that what you are searching, that is inside, not outside.
So, but I can do that also with self-study when we're in the third body and we want to go up. Then you can also do some self-study.
When you know, actually in the world you have to go up by stairs. If you have to go to your room, you go by the stairs and then up. But inside there are no stairs.
But how did you develop? You didn't use the stairs.
Actually, that's why I'm saying, what? Disconnect first.
Yeah, but
When you are not disconnected, you can't be at the point from where your journey is about to start.
But that needs some self-study also, doesn't it?
Oh, self-study, preparation before starting.
Can you say that if you have that inner self, which is one, but that ego is still there, focused on the outside world, is it then possible that there is between these energy is a conversation or a change of, like itself want to go inside, right? Wants to stay inside, wants to disconnect, but ego is pulling to go outside.
Actually, if you want to stay inside, because ego is the effect of love of the outer things, attachment of the outer things. Without leaving those attachments, you can't go in.
No, but there is a struggle that you want to go in, but your habits are also strong.
Struggle is only when you are not ready.
That's true, but that
Before
struggle.
preparation, when you are ready, no struggle is there. Oh, I have to go. Then as you have decided you have to go yesterday where or tomorrow where, yesterday not tomorrow.
Yeah.
You have to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You have decided it or not?
Yes.
After decision you start. Even if at the time of, leaving something comes, But then you can
But
stop.
still it can change the planning.
Yes, but
Even
that's
if I
why
can prepare, but what is happening inside, what makes the talk inside, what is moving around?
actually talking is there when decision is not there yet.
Right?
Yes.
But what is talking?
Talking,
What is talking inside?
it's
What part?
actually not talking, it is telling you there.
Telling?
You know?
What is it that's telling? Who is it? What is it?
Self,
With,
self,
Mine?
self is
with
talk.
ego.
Self is, yeah. Self is.
Self
None
is-
else is there inside of it, except self.
Okay, but then ego is not so working well, or the mind and is dominating, so that is polluting the self in making a decision.
Not polluting the self, it is self-polluted. Self-polluted can't pollute anything, you know. Self is always divine, always pure. That polluted self can't pollute the divine self.
Hier wordt een andere vraag.
When Krishna was in the middle of the battlefield and he started doubting because he looked at his relatives and he didn't want to fight.
Arjuna.
What was happening in his mind?
Who's
Arjuna.
Arjuna's mind?
Sorry, Arjuna.
Actually, what happened, you see, he had the modern, prevalent definition of dharma in his mind.
Hij had een bepaalde versie van het denken in zijn mind.
Prevalent dharma. Killing means what? It is said to kill. They didn't show him what? He is what? Virat Rupa, in which everything was happening. If you don't kill, even then they will be killed by me.
So,
Become.
before he showed the root,
Huh?
before he showed his
Yes.
form, there was some doubt
En
going on in Arjuna.
That's why he showed that.
And what was that doubt? What was active in him? What was doubting in Arjuna? What was
Itself?
doubting? Which faculties?
Actually, I am going to kill them. He was going to kill with his
Yes.
arrows, so I will get sin out of that. Killing means getting sin. I am doing something wrong. But he said, without your killing also they will die. You have to become only an instrument. Don't think you are doing. Instrument is doing.
So is it the instrument which is doubting then?
Instrument means, when this is doing, you are not doing, or you are doing anything.
No.
In the same way that you are an instrument, you are not doing. I am doing. In this, my voice is doing, not this instrument doing anything. Or you are doing anything.
So all the thinking is not me.
Thinking actually means when? When it has a goal. It has an aim.
Is it possible, Swamiji, thinking loud, that if you say that you're thinking and acting from your causal body, right? From that point of view, I can understand why you say the things you are saying, right? But when we start to think from the level of the gross body, there is a gap,
Yes, gap is here.
right? And that gap is what I understand, is actually coming to that causal state of mind. It takes a lot of inner discussion, as we are experienced, inner discussion of coming there. But if you're there, then it is logic.
Actually, you are not there.
When?
Everybody is not there
No.
in the causal body.
No. That's what he says. Gross. Very gross.
Yes, what is happening? So that's what's happening, you are thinking from the gross level.
Yes. That is what I mean.
That is why the clash in opinion is appearing,
Right.
occurring,
Right.
happening.
Right. Now we have a nice discussion. No, that is, but then I see that there is a process, a necessary process of coming to that point. From where you say it, I think, yeah, that's right. The way you say it is...
Actually, you know, when you know, then you will reach.
Then?
When you know, then you will reach.
Yeah.
Before knowing, you won't reach.
Uh-huh.
Reach.
Reach.
Reach. Not reach.
Knowing.
That is, starting will be after you cross the sea.
Now I understand.
I would like to...
Oké.
Zou je even willen vertalen?
Als in een tentamenvraag wordt, ja.
Dan kun je het
Ik kan wel eens een tentamen vragen.
Yeah.
I would like to try again with a very simple example
Yeah.
from my monkey mind.
Yes, yes.
I go shopping, I see apples and I see bananas, and I don't know what to choose. So then in my mind, a process starts like, shall I choose apples or shall I choose bananas? And I have a conversation within myself about what to choose. So then, what is it that is having this conversation?
Actually, two things are there. Apple is also there, banana is there. They are inside. Two things are not there. Only one is there.
Zal ik een uitleg proberen te geven?
Ja.
In two there is a fight, you know, always.
Wat ik hem net zei, en dat is wat ik nu merk, is dat er eigenlijk een gat zit tussen de insteek.
Ja.
En zijn insteek is vanuit het causale.
Ja.
Onze insteek is vanuit het grofstoffelijke.
Ja.
En wij praten vanuit twee totaal verschillende gezichtspunten.
Ja.
En eigenlijk heeft zijn gezichtspunt gewoon groot gelijk. Ik ga helemaal mee.
Ja.
Maar tegelijkertijd, als we in het grofstoffelijke gaan zitten, dan zien we de twijfels, zien we de discussies, zien we dat allemaal gebeuren. En we hebben het er ook al eerder over gehad. Die mind van ons, die verleidt ons constant en die zit constant aan het ratelen. Maar vanuit het causale oogpunt is er maar één.
Ja.
En er zit niet een hele horde instrumenten die daar zitten debatteren. Dus in dat stukje zeg ik van, als jij die vraag stelt, ja, dat zegt hij ook. Alles wat met de buitenwereld te maken heeft, helder. Dan ga je daaraan lopen denken, want die mind die doet zijn werk wel. Weet je, dan komen de geboden en hoe heet het, normen en waarden en dat soort dingetjes. Dat gaat allemaal door je hoofd. Maar dat is allemaal die mind die op buiten gericht is. Totdat hij zegt, naar het causale toe. En het causale is één.
Ja.
En die is stil.
Dus het is gewoon de mind die de discussies voert. Het is de mind die de discussies voert.
Ja.
Maar daarom zegt hij van, intern, innerlijk, vanuit het causale gezien, is er geen discussie.
Nee, ja. Dan is er een discussie.
En dan is er ook geen twijfel.
Ja.
Dus het was even twee verschillende gezichten.
Ja.
Het gaan wilde bereiken wat onbereikbaar is. De banaan wilde de peer worden.
That's why I usually say after the sea and you start.
Ja. We don't see it.
But there are also clairvoyant people.
What?
There are also clairvoyant people. Where do they?
Wat zeg je?
Clairvoyance is
Helderziend.
Ja.
Helderzienden.
Oh,
Where do they get their answers from?
if people can see things from outside, clear view.
Actually, you know, because of some, we are traveling from many births, you know. Old memories, old state, you know. Sometimes they reach and there they see and tell you.
See. See this, we call it.
Yes, because of old, you know, journey. Sometimes they can have the glimpse of that and then in that state they predict something.
But how they can see because of the memory stored in your...
No. Skills from the past. Through the skills from the past, like what we said, see this.
In the same way as in the childhood you have done something and not. But at some state of mind, when you are seeing some child or some family, the same thought come in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell that. I did that in in that age, you know, or not. So there is somewhere what remains of that memory inside, we tell them.
But there are also people who can tell, when I ask something, they can tell things about me, but they don't know me at all.
Yes, you know, because you know, consciousness is one, self is one. Self is not many, only medias are many. Driving force, moving force, acting force, thinking force is one. As all, you know, vehicles are driven by diesel. Or not? Without diesel they can't act, they can't move. In the same way, driving force is consciousness, which is one.
Als het bewustzijn één is, dan zijn we toch verbonden met elkaar.
Ja.
Sta je open.
Dus het is toch een truc om dan dat stukje op te pakken van een ander. Als je daarop af leert stemmen. Dan is het gewoon niet zozeer een truc, maar het is een vaardigheid, een skill.
Ja.
Die we ontwikkelen kunnen.
En dat is wat anders dan in het causale lichaam zitten.
Oh, dat is iets anders dan causaal lichaam. It's different than to be in the causal body. Right? She thinks that if you have that skill, you are living in your causal body.
Actually,
No, that's not what I think.
not all. Because when that skill comes temporary, not all the time they have got it, you know.
Right.
Temporarily they go there, you know, and then they tell it something.
But that is a skill. There are quite a lot of people who can.
Or they can be, that's why I said, you know, from birth we are striving to know the self.
Yeah.
Then, you know, when you have done something that is recorded here, in the chitta, memories are there. When they are close to that memory, they can tell.
That's still because of the memories.
Yes.
The stock memories.
Old memories, they can tell.
So what is the difference?
What is that?
Between what?
The clairvoyant and the causal lichaam?
What is the difference if you have a skill like that? Is it from the causal body or is it from the subtle body point?
It is not from the subtle, not from the causal. It is from the gross level only.
It's only the gross level. So it has nothing to do with causal. Nothing.
Only memory he has of some actions which he has done. That memory comes and then he can tell you.
So also when somebody can tell something about me but they don't know me, that's the skill from the, how do you call it?
That's still from the level of the gross body.
Okay, interesting.
Because if he is in that state, then he can tell all the time to everybody. If it is there, you know, that man in that subtle state, causal state if it is, he can tell all the time of everybody.
Het maakt het verschil dat als je in het causale lichaam zit, kun je alles van iedereen vertellen. Constant.
So how can you see that then? Is it the light around us, or sometimes you see these pictures you can make with colors around you? Like, how do you see us other than the?
Actually, what happens, you know, eyes don't see.
No.
You know, something in me and you. Your eyes are also seeing through the same, you know, power. Mine eyes are seeing through the same power. In the same way, your mind is thinking with the same power. My mind is also thinking with the same power. Power are one. Through that power we can know.
So when do you reach the next from the grondstoffelijke to the
Subtle.
subtle? When are you going to the next one?
Next, what?
When are you moving from the gross body to the subtle body? What's the difference?
Actually, when you know, separate yourself from the gross body, then you will go to the subtle body, then you separate yourself from the subtle body, then you will go to the causal body.
But when do you know you're separated?
Oh, you will know when you are in that, As when actually,
But maybe I think
anything
I know
which you have not tasted, when you taste it, you can tell it is like that or not. In the same way, when you reach there, you have different experience, different taste, I can say, different type of, feeling there. You can convey that. If you touch somebody, skin is hard, soft, or harsh, dry, or wet, you can feel it or not, say, tell it not, only by touching. By reaching that point, when you touch that point, you can tell where you are. You can feel there. And then feeling can be expressed in words also.
I knew something.
Good? The last.
Feeling can be expressed in words only.
Gevoelens kunnen uitgedrukt worden in woorden.
Ja, dus?
Alleen maar uitgetrokken worden.
Maar ik snap je vraag niet.
Nee, ik snap
Waar wil je
het
naartoe?
ook niet.
Maar waar wil je naartoe?
Hoe je het verschil kan van je grondstoffelijke naar het subtiele, wanneer je weet wanneer je naar het volgende level gaat.
Dat voel je als je,
Wat is het different?
naar binnen bent gekeken.
Ja. Wanneer weet je dat je attached bent, zeg maar?
Detached bent.
Ja.
I think you
Een
know.
voorbeeld. Ik gaf een voorbeeld van je weet nog dat je water aanraakt, je weet nog dat je dit. En dan als je zo ver bent, dan weet je het ook.
Dat kun je nog
Ja, dat
vatten,
voelt
denk
anders
ik.
Dus volgens mij het verhaal inderdaad van, we kunnen je vertellen om te leren zwemmen. Op het moment als we in het water duiken,
Ja.
dan
weet je
weten we wat
wat
zwemmen
het
is.
is. Ja.
En niet eerder. Volgens mij is dat de verklaring.
Ja, ja.
En dan zijn wat hij zegt van je raakt een huid aan, want als je alleen je huid ziet of erover hoort, maar pas als je het voelt kun je zeggen, oh nou weet ik wat de huid is.
Ja.
Ja.
And what is high sensitive? That's also from the gross body?
People say that some people have high sensitivity. They feel everybody, feel many emotions, feel everything from around.
But that is a disease, What you said, what it is? Hyper?
High sensitive.
The hyper means what?
Too much.
Yes, that means it's not normal.
But how does it occur?
Actually, because of thinking it occurs,
In what way of thinking you mean?
Actually thinking, everybody say you are bad, you are not good, you are not good. All around you, these words are coming, then what you will become? You will become mad to react.
Yeah.
But you can't react because many are there, they can beat you.
But it is high sensitive.
So he has to hide it. Check himself.
But then you can say hypersensitive, but if you are high sensitive, that you feel all the emotions from people here and...
High sensitive is another thing.
Okay.
And hypersensitive is another thing.
Yes.
There are two words,
High
Big thing, two things. There are two things.
But high sensitive? What?
High sensitive meaning before they're acting you can feel,
Yeah.
you start correcting from inside.
And how does people have it? Or
Actually,
how does it come?
it comes from getting inside.
From?
Getting inside. In a good way or bad way?
Good way.
Good way. But why do you get then so much impressions from outside?
Only
And let it do. Let it.
actually when you are in the bad sense, connecting with others, you get things,
Yeah.
of lower level.
Of lower level, yes.
But this is a higher level,
Yeah.
where you have to protect from all others, but still you have to be searching your own self, where it is, how it is like.
So the solution is to anchor in yourself,
Yes.
go inside.
Actually going inside
Where?
Then you don't have any hindrance anymore from these
others,
negative
yes.
lower.
Negative energies can't
Yeah.
come.
En dat is stil de grofstoffelijk.
Yeah. Thinking is,
The cross.
What she said?
It sounds like you're talking about from the causal level again.
No. Actually, good and bad is decided by your own level, not by mine level.
No, but high
When you are, decided this is good, then you start, from your level. You avoid there, all bad company. That's why it is said, better alone than bad company.
Hoogsensitiviteit is wat hij uitlegt, is in feite een manier waarop iemand naar binnen is gekeerd, overgevoelig is geraakt voor de lagere negatieve energieën om hem heen, waar hij last van heeft. En om daar zeg maar bovenuit te stijgen, daar geen last meer van te hebben, is het om jezelf te verankeren in jezelf, naar binnen te keren, om jezelf sterker te maken, zodat je die deurtjes in jezelf dicht kunt doen wanneer je wil. En dat heeft eigenlijk, staat los van grof of subtiel, want subtiel staat ook voor ons denken.
Actually it's like that, Your boy has fallen in the bad company. What will you do? What will you do then?
Stel dat je kind in een gezelschap van verkeerde personen aankomt.
Then you will ask him, leave those persons, they are not good. In the same way, your mind will also tell you, leave this.
So it's a warning from your mind?
Yes, it's always there. We are not ready sometimes to hear it. Sometimes we say, no, I am right, stay. You don't listen then.
How do you explain intuition?
Intuition. It is in. In means?
Inside.
Yes. And tuition means teaching. Tutor gives you tuition and none.
So is it like a little self coming to say, hello, you should do this?
Oh, actually, it is there. When you are there, then you can hear his signals coming to you.
But
His
sometimes,
message is coming to you.
sometimes these signals like pop up.
It's not pop. It is inside. You are inside there.
But,
Popping is outside.
okay, maybe not pop up, but sometimes you're more able to, listen to them.
Actually, when you are inside, inside what you feel, I am good or bad. But the parameters are, tests are outside of good and bad. And what parameter you have put in your, recording, that will then come to your rescue. This is not good. This you have to do. For doing also, you have to be inside there. From inside, if it is right and signal comes out, then you will start doing that.
Yeah, I'm not writing so much.
Guruji, can I
Yes.
ask a question about the high sensitivity that we just spoke about? Apparently, Belgian scientists discovered that there's a space in the brain, I don't know where, but apparently there's a space in the brain which is hyperactive in people that we call high sensitive on a gross level. I don't know what my question is. The thing is that if it's actually in the brain, and what I hear you say now is that you say that it's people that got inside too much without actually being anchored. So is it created in the brain because of not having the anchor, or is it that people with that don't have the anchor because it's in the brain?
Clear question. You want to know the answer?
Go inside.
Stays.
You understood the answer? The question?
I didn't understand his question even,
Actually what he's saying that is it first the brain or is it first the state of mind?
It's creating the brain. The difference.
First will be brain.
is only the instrument.
But the brain is an instrument.
Still, you know.
Right.
First, you know, brain, then consciousness is there.
Yeah.
And that consciousness, when, you know,
Activate.
yeah, in that presence of consciousness, brain works.
Right.
But causes are outside, not inside, which provoke them.
Right.
So outer causes decide from outer norms, outer tests, outer criteria. So everything is happening outside, not inside them. So I always say, go inside, stay inside, disconnect yourself.
Klaslouden?
Yes.
Zie je titel?
Wat kan gedaan?
Oh.
So it's your, it's actually there, but it's your state of mind. If you're going to develop, if there's going to be a burden or not.
Actually, this is, you know, something which has occurred because of something wrong in thinking. Wrong thinking has given to the birth to this state of mind. So we have to disconnect from bad company, that I said, from where it has come out in you. Leave that and start searching yourself the good company where you can get something positive to move on. It can help you to root out what has grown in your mind.
Nog
That's
niet
why
helemaal.
when you think it is bad, then you will
Voor
leave
mij
it.
nog
You
niet
know.
helemaal.
Then you will root out also.
Eigenlijk wat hij zegt is dat de vraag van Marcel was omdat het in de hersenen zeg maar niet functioneert. Is dat de oorzaak? Of is ons denken de oorzaak?
Ja.
Zegt Swamiji van, eigenlijk zijn de hersenen daar, maar het bewustzijn stuurt het aan. Het bewustzijn zorgt dat het functioneert. Dus op het moment dat die state of mind niet goed is, zal het in de hersenen ook niet goed aangestuurd worden.
Oké,
Dus krijg je het plaatje van als wij de state of mind kunnen stilmaken, zal die verstoring die er in die hersenen plaatsvindt ook opgeheven worden. Snap je?
Ja, dat snap ik.
Dus het is nooit dat de hersenen, of je moet een hakbijl in je hoofd staan, zodat hij daar scheuren zit en dat het ook niet meer door kan werken. Maar het is in feite wat hij constant aangeeft van het verkeerde denken, dat dat de oorzakelijkheid is van heel veel disbalans. En dan is dan antwoord vanuit dat causale. Keer naar binnen, trek die rust in je en kijk wat dat voor een effect heeft dan uiteindelijk op het fysieke.
Helder.
Actually, in ignorance we are like a child, you know. You know, child when sees fire, he wants to touch the fire. You know, you may check it, but still he will touch it. The day he touches, then you know, he doesn't touch it again. So that means when you feel the torture, the pain, then you will leave it, you know. Still, you are enjoying the pain also as happiness, in hope of getting happiness.
Die laatste zin.
In de hoop om geluk te vinden.
Genieten we van de pijn.
Genieten we van de pijn.
Wij geven zoveel, wij geven zoveel op om een beetje geluk te gaan ervaren. Daar lijden we heel veel voor. Als je een sporter neemt die de eerste prijs wil winnen,
Ja, ja.
voor dat kleine geluksmomentje zet hij zijn hele leven op spel. Dat is onze neiging.
Yes.
Heel idioot, maar
Ja, als je erover na gaat denken.
niet doen.
Niet doen.
Yes.
How do we see from inside? That's because of the third eye, or because now we see because of the instrument, our instrument. But how do we see from inside?
Instrument doesn't see, I said other day,
But then it's because we have third eye, or is it something else?
Actually, consciousness inside sees. That's why I said eyes, people with eyes don't see. People with ears don't hear. People with tongue can't taste, can't speak. That means something else is there which is giving, power of doing their work to these senses. And that is consciousness.
And that is?
Consciousness.
And what is the third eye? What is?
Third eye.
Why?
When you go above two eyes, then you will go to the third eye. When you go above duality, then you will go to the third eye.
That's logic.
When you know what is right and wrong, after right and wrong there comes a state, you become a watcher then, a seer then you will reach to the third eye. Then you will see God in everything. Third eye, discriminative faculty.
But then it has no location because it's not bound at the gross body. Because now we have located like it has to be here.
Actually, it is in the bodies. Without bodies, you don't have any instruments. Bodies have got these things or not. Senses are in the body or not.
Yes.
You may be at the gross level, you may be at the subtle level, you may be at the causal level, or you may be higher than causal also. But senses are there at all levels. Only the viewer has changed his position. At this ground level is always there. You can see it from here also, from the second floor also, third floor also, even fourth floor also, even from higher level. What will change? Only the area will change. And from a higher level, this will seem to be little small. Model of that, it looked to be. From, aeroplane, if you have seen down, what do you see? Cities look like a little model.
Yes.
With model you have got no attention, attachment, you can break it. That means you can disconnect yourself at that state. Clear or not?
Almost.
Almost, still almost. Yes.
Well, I was wondering, now you were telling us all things about going inside, but when you look at the stages that a yogi has to take, the first steps are yama, niyama, asana and pranayama.
Yama and niyama is also there. Yama, niyama, then asana.
Asana and
Yama, niyama, then asana.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
she
right.
said that.
I said it, right? Oh, whatever. Anyway, but it seems to me that you're going to the fifth stage immediately. But where in your story are the first? How important are these yama, niyama?
They are very, very important.
Because, for me, if you asked last time, from where is your state of mind? Well, I'm most of the times in the first two stages and a little bit in the third, and trying to grasp these rules to live by. And
you are higher, you don't know it, Yam, niyam, asana. Asana means can't you sit? Asana means a sitting pose. You can sit now.
I can sit, but
That
not,
means
but
you're-
not for more than an hour. Then I get the cramps and everything.
No, that's another thing, but you can sit.
Yeah.
That. After that is pranayama. And pranayama you are not doing.
No. No.
You are not getting ready to know whatever, defects are there in seeing these stages.
Mm-hmm.
Actual position of these stages you are not yet knowing.
I know.
When you reach there, then you will know.
But these first stages, there are mostly rules to live by, right?
What are yama, what are niyama? Tell me that. Then I will explain it.
Well, for instance, ahimsa or satya, being honest and
Ahimsa, what is ahimsa means?
non-violence.
Non-violence. To whom you will be. That means duality is there, then you will be non-violent.
Well, first I thought like mostly to others.
Others are there, but inside no other is there where you are going,
Yeah, so you have to be non-violent to yourself as well.
How with you? You can beat yourself.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah.
How many times you beat daily?
Several times, but like mentally.
And that means mentally also you don't beat you. You protect yourself. Mentally also you protect. Why? That's why you are discussing. You want to protect your views.
Seems like this.
Yeah. But I'm also curious because I admit. But still, I'm curious, like where, because in the daily life, I'm thinking about, well, okay, non-violence. What is that, and what does it mean for me, and how can I be honest and at the same time non-violent and all that kind of things.
Violence is, always occur in duality. These all qualities occur in duality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're like in the world.
Body,
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
But this path is not of the world. You have to disconnect from the outer world. You have to stay inside there. None is there to make you violent.
But then it seems to me that it's all not important
Unnecessary.
because you can go straight up to the
Inner
go
self.
inside and stay inside. But that's
It's not possible. Have you gone? You have left them. You are doing violent things to others.
do I what?
You are violent to anybody else here?
Maybe.
Maybe?
I don't-
Nobody has reported me. How you say you? Maybe.
Or maybe someone is annoyed for my question. I don't know.
So actually, way is just watch inside, that's all. Watch. Become a watcher first. And watcher, you can become when no good and bad is, disturbing you. After disturbance of the mind, you can get violent. Before that, no violence comes. Somebody again and again, punch you, then what will you do? You will give a hard punch, so that he may not punch me again. So, that means these things are outer provoked. Circumstances create them.
Sorry, the last part I didn't-
Circumstances.
Yeah.
Environment provokes them. They are the product of environment. Otherwise, you are not violent. So, from inside these things can be known, not from outside.
Yeah. So there's a stage 0 that is go inside, stay inside, and then you go all the way. up,
Yes.
right?
When you are up, you know they are futile for you, you know. But what is there on the ground when you are on the top, it is useless for you. You have to come down and then you can enjoy. But you won't like to come down when you are up.
But that's your question, and I understand. The yamas and the niyamas don't exist once you're enlightened.
But after practicing that, you know, you go up. Asana is the third pose, third step.
No, me neither.
Ja, je had mijn vraag goed begrepen.
Ja, ik heb nog geen antwoord gehoord op de vraag. Once you're up in the self, then the yamas and niyamas are not
Relevant.
existing.
Relevant.
Not
Not relevant because no duality is not there.
Because
Yes,
no duality is there.
But
As
we-
long as you are in duality, they are important
Yes.
to guide you up.
Then why did Patanjali or
Yeah.
make 8 steps?
Actually, you know, you start from duality. That's why everybody starts from duality.
Yes.
That's why he has made it.
But how does it benefit you in going inside?
If you start fighting, when will you get time to meditate or sit? Here pain, when fighting, pain will be not there or not. You will get some, you know, only when you have to care them, treat them. You have to go to the doctor also in fighting. And not.
But what if I told a lie and still got inside?
Oh, who can say? Nobody can. Actually, it is telling to nobody, it is telling to yourself there, you know. You are right or wrong. You know it, and yourself also know it, you know.
Ja, wat?
Wat zou je willen weten?
Nou, of dat kan.
Wat?
Niet te zuiver een goed mens zijn en toch verlicht.
Can you be an impure person in society and be an enlightened person?
No, can't be. No.
So if tonight the dogs are starting again, and I get my dogs are starting again, and I take my headphone and it's silent so I can
No,
be...
it's a recorder I put on
Yeah,
the
I know
window.
it.
Just a test for you.
The dogs barking.
He's always getting so the dog, you know. Because
But
you have
my
got love
intention
with
is
the
pure
dog.
because I want everybody to be able to meditate
Oh, you work.
for myself.
That's better.
It's worth a try.
Pratyahara.
Oorlogjes is ook zo'n praatje.
I have another question.
Yes, come.
If you're writing a mantra
On your screen.
in your screen, you still have to focus your eyes on your tip of your nose because
No,
or you have to follow.
Tip is inside or outside? Tip is inside or outside?
Outside.
Then how can you focus? When you are inside the room, how can you see things outside?
Good question. I was wondering how because I'm writing, I want to follow, but then I cannot focus on my nose.
This is something to locate where you have to write mantra. This is beginning. And that is goal, where you have to write mantra.
So you can just follow what you're writing.
Yes.
Okay, that makes it a lot easier.
And why is it when you are meditating that your body is moving?
Moving.
Yes,
Actually,
because-
what happens, you know? Actually, your system is tense.
Tense.
Because of tension, you know, what happens, you know, these nerves, arteries, veins, they become weak. They become weak with tension. Tension makes you weaker now.
Yes.
So it makes the system also weak. And when you meditate, then what happens? Currents which are there in that, you know, system, they want to come out. They want to go out. If they leave that place, then they can, you know, go. In leaving, always there is a hesitation.
There's hesitation, yes?
Yes? You want to give anything of you to anybody?
Yeah, no, but I don't want these moving legs.
But even then, because they have sorted a place in your, nerves, they have been there for many days, They are not new. They want to leave.
Yes, I want them to leave.
You want them, but you have to, you're only desiring cannot leave, let them leave. You have to try from a point where you have to stay and then they will leave. Actually, when you are from where you have collected them there, if you remain there, they won't go.
Kan je daar leren wat je zegt?
Als er een spanningsveld in ons systeem zit,
Ja.
stress,
Ja.
ja, en dat gaat eigenlijk in je zenuwgestel zitten.
Ja.
En als het in het zenuwgestel zich gaat begeven, dan wordt het zwak. Dus ons verfijnde systeem van zenuwen verzwakt. En op het moment dat we gaan mediteren, heb je kans dat die energie eruit wil. En dat veroorzaakt eigenlijk, zeg maar, het bewegen, het schudden, niet dat je voorover valt, omdat je slapen, maar gewoon die trillingen, zeg maar, in het lichaam. Ja. En dat is eigenlijk door je zenuwgestel, dat het niet helemaal zuiver en schoon is en stressvrij is.
Nee.
En dat kan een erfenis zijn van een langere periode. Niet van 2 dagen, maar van een langere periode juist.
En dan zou je anuloma viloma moeten doen.
To recover then anulom vilom, because that is calming.
Actually what it is, it is replacing everything bad in you.
It is racing.
Pranayama replaces what? What you create inside, carbon dioxide.
Yeah, the carbon dioxide. Yes.
Carbon dioxide. Impurity means carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
And purity means oxygen.
Yeah.
Wat vervuild is, wordt geschoond door pranayama.
Yeah. Stikstof, toch?
But with the moving like this, like a trance kind of thing, what's that?
Is it the same?
Is that the same?
It's the same, actually. You can move like this, this, or like this also.
Yeah.
Actually, sometime in reaching to a point, there is a type of, stability in the mind. Before reaching a point, stability comes. And then you reach there, in that stability. You are enjoying that type of enjoyment is there. Something new you are experiencing there. Then you move like that.
So it's actually finding the stable point while you're doing this.
It's nice. Okay.
Gurdjieff said something about in believing there's hesitation. In the currents, the energy currents, the tensions leaving from the body, there is a hesitation. Or is that more in the person hesitating to leave them out? Or did I mishear the sentence?
Waar heb je het nu over?
Now, the question was, what is the movement in the body? And one of your answers was energy currents want to come out, and in leaving there's a hesitation. And I didn't understand that sentence. In leaving?
Actually, like him, she says here is what?
Tension or?
Tension is there.
Yeah.
And tension is not here, it is
Okay.
there. And
So is that where the hesitation is?
yes,
Okay, got it.
because she's not understanding the cause. If you know the cause, then remedy is there with you. Yeah.
It's a totally different question, but in the Gita, Arjuna is asking to Krishna to show him his universal Vedanta body. What's
Yes,
that?
no, he has not asked that, He showed it.
Yeah, but he was
Because he
asking
knew
him.
not that he has got another body.
Sorry.
Arjuna didn't knew that he has got it, another body also.
Yes, and he told him.
Because of his love and friendship, devotion, he showed that.
Yeah.
You can know something of you. If I am higher than you or not.
Yeah.
You were just an ordinary man. That is why guidance was needed.
I understand, but what did he show then?
What he showed, he showed
Yeah,
you all universe.
He showed just everything at the same time.
Everything is in me, not out of me.
Okay. Yeah.
And everything is in me. Everything is happening in me. Everything is under my control, not your control. It is.
Oké, ja, I understand.
Is dat helder?
Ja, hij liet gewoon alles zien. En alles, ik ben alles.
Het hele universum zit in hem.
Ja.
Zoals het universum in jou zit. Omdat we een manifestatie zijn van het goddelijke, zit alles in ons, zoals ook wat hij liet zien. Hij liet hem alleen maar zien door zijn derde oog.
Ja.
Want met zijn gewone ogen kon hij dat niet zien. En daarin laat ze zien dat hij de hele kosmos liet zien aan Arjuna.
And that what he did, he broke his created boundaries. In showing that, he broke his created boundaries. Your created boundaries are, blocking you.
Can you show us your...
Actually, when you will become Arjuna, you will be sure you have to become Arjuna then.
Go inside. Open je en niet trekken.
Schedule for tomorrow, so to speak.
Yeah.
And the flute, which is manifesting. The flute from Krishna?
Flute?
Flute. Is that the sound of the universe?
No. Om is the sound of that.
Yes, but...
In flute, he played something to attract others,
Yeah, but he's manifesting with it as well, right?
Is it?
He is manifesting with it as well, right? Or not?
Manifesting what?
Dat hij daarmee ook manifesteert, nieuwe dingen manifesteert.
As if you can make, with that flute, you manifest the world, things.
He?
Yeah,
Krishna at that moment.
No, he sung something in flute, he sung. It is an instrument but playing. Flute is but playing.
Geen toverstokje.
I thought with the sound of it, things are manifesting.
Oh, that's it.
No thing, he only sung. What happened, who heard that song, they came near. Who is playing upon? Who is creating that sound?
Zijn naam betekent ook dat wat aantrekt.
Yeah, I understand. That is the metaphor or the for his attractive
that
power.
what attracts.
Yeah.
No, he don't want to attract, because he owns everything. He is the master of everything, master of everybody. Then why he should attract?
But why does he have the flute? You just said that he is attracting people with it.
No, not attracting.
People coming.
You just said when he plays the flute, he does it so that other people will come around.
Actually, no.
Oh, then I misunderstood it.
Actually,
Why
what
does he has the
if you play an instrument, any instrument,
Yeah.
if it is sweet to your ears, what will you do? You will go or he will invite you. You will go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's not inviting, but you are coming because you are attracted to the music. He's just playing.
Oh.
It's subtle, but
It's subtle difference. Oh. Zoveel. Je hebt nog niet veel
subtlety on a subtle level.
Wat is mijn vorige?
Precies. Gedaan shield.
Het zijn alleen maar losse stukken.
Dat geeft niks.
Dat geeft niks. Zal ik eens een kleine poging doen dan?
Ja.
We begonnen met 3 keer om. Daar begon het allemaal mee. En eigenlijk wat we doen met 3 keer oom, omdat er 3 lichamen zijn. Kausaal, subtiel en grofstoffelijk. En Swamiji zegt ook van wij doen 3 keer, omdat we vanuit het grofstoffelijke starten. En hij doet het vanuit het kausale 1 keer. En daar ontstond even, wat betekent dan ook die oom, die A. Geen letter kan uitgesproken worden zonder de A. En als je de oe gebruikt en die mixt met de A, dan krijg je de O. En de M is eigenlijk de laatste letter van het alfabet. Om is het geluid waar we ons mee kunnen verbinden. Het is Om betekent God en Om is het geluid en het lichaam van het goddelijke. Om dienen we te zoeken waar het vandaan komt. Waar komt het geluid vandaan in je als je hem herhaalt? En waar komt het geluid überhaupt vandaan? Waar is het begin? Als alleen de oom overheerst, domineert, dan is die alleen en verbindt ons. Het punt is concentratie. Het punt waar we het toen over hadden, het point, heeft alles te maken met de concentratie van de mind. Dat wat klein lijkt, kan onmetelijk groot zijn. Het is de naam van God en pranav is oom en de naam van God. De Upanishaden zijn boeken waar zeg maar Upanishad betekent zeg maar je volledig overgeven aan de voeten van de leraar. En die zeg maar leert jou dat wat in de geschriften staat. En zo staat in de Mandukya Upanishad, zeg maar, gaat over pranav. En daar staat uitgelegd van hoe je zeg maar en wat je met pranav kunt. Wat de technieken zijn om hem te gebruiken. Toen kregen we over het onderwerp van het ritme van het schrijven. Eigenlijk is het schrijven gewoon het schrijven en verder ben je nergens mee bezig dan alleen daarmee. En dat is met aanleiding van de adem hier. Als je nog niet kunt zien, blijf je gewoon schrijven. Uiteindelijk is het dat als je blijft schrijven, uiteindelijk wel die dag komt dat je dat kunt zien. Als je jezelf hebt ervaren, kun je geluiden horen die er zijn, innerlijk, maar het zijn geluiden die er zijn, die je niet creëert. Toen kwam er een prachtige vraag van Lotte, die we natuurlijk heel lang hebben gevoerd. En dat ging eigenlijk over wat is dat, die gedachte in ons. En dat was eigenlijk samengevat van dat er eigenlijk een soort 2 visies waren, waar dat botste met elkaar en waar we niet bij elkaar konden komen. Omdat vanuit het punt van twijfel en de mind natuurlijk die interne discussie bestaat. Terwijl als je in het causale zit, is die discussie er niet. Omdat je dan weet en bent. Als er gedachten zijn, betekent dat eigenlijk altijd de buitenwereld. Daar is 2, maar innerlijk is er maar 1. Het zelf kan in gesprek zijn met het ego. Als je ergens heen wil, dien je je voor te bereiden. Vanuit het causale gezien is alles 1. En met dat voorbereiden bedoelt hij ook van op het moment dat je van het grofstoffelijke naar het causale wil komen, moet je je voorbereiden. En voorbereiden betekent een voorbeeld van dat 8voudige pad, die eerste 5 treden, die zijn nodig om daar te komen, maar die zijn ook gebaseerd, en dat heeft Patanjali ook gedaan, op de mens die in dualiteit leeft. Zolang je in dualiteit leeft, is dat 8voudige pad een hele belangrijke pad om zeg maar die stappen te maken. Het verkeerde denken wat we hebben, toen kwamen wij die high definition, high sensitivity, dat als het verkeerde denken de oorzaak is van disbalans, kunnen we dus vanuit de state of mind ook weer de andere kant op gaan. Onwetendheid is als een kind zijn die het vuur wil aanraken. Ons bewustzijn is hetgene wat ziet middels de instrumenten zoals de ogen. Als we boven de staat van dualiteit zijn en de toeschouwer kunnen zijn, dan kun je zien via de derde oog, Anja Chakra. Zintuigen zijn er op alle levels van ons. Alleen als je weg bent van het ene level, kun je op het andere level ze activeren. Als je niet meer verstoord raakt door de omgeving, door de wereld om je heen, dan kun je toeschouwer worden en laat je niet meer verleiden. Dit zijn een paar aantekeningen.
Dankjewel.
Alsjeblieft.
Dankjewel. Can I ask a question?
Yes, yes.
Well, have you heard of the hype? I think it's a hype, the law of attraction.
Law?
Well, it says that if you ask the universe something you want, it will give it to you. If you remove your own limited beliefs. I think it's a hype.
Actually, you know, for things you have to try. For things, if you want things of the world, for them you have to try.
To try what?
Where the things are, you have to go there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then, after going there, what the possessor of the thing want to charge, you have to give that also. Then you can get.
Okay, but it also says if I think maybe I want, well, I would like to have, no, that's not a good example. No, I would like to have a boyfriend. If I ask the universe, please give me a boyfriend, and I'll go and meet.
If you ask to God, you know, then because He will think whether friend is right for him, beneficial for him, it will help him, or it will give him pain or sorrow. He will think first and then give you. If he thinks it is not good for you, then he will reject it, he won't hear you. And outright he will go away. You don't have this, you know, in your faith. Yeah.
But the question is also, can you make your own life? Right? You make your own life. If you go for it.
Yeah.
That's more the question. That if you really want to go for something, you can achieve it if you are going for it, if you commit yourself to that.
Actually, if you want to have it, you know, what you have to do, you have to develop the qualities which are needed before getting.
Yeah. But what Avanage also mean that there is a trend, there is a hype that they say, whatever you think, whatever you desire.
Yeah, if you think hard enough, if you visualize it.
If you want to become a millionaire, you will be a millionaire.
Actually, you know, I tell you, you know, you have your father or mother or not?
Yes.
You had or not?
Yes.
When you desire something, they give you everything.
No.
End discussion.
Clear or not?
But don't we also say in yoga that if you surrender completely, everything that you need will come on your way?
Surrendering is a very, at a point where your mind is not there with you then desire is not with you then.
So, yeah.
You have given your mind to somebody else, how you can then desire?
So you're getting nothing then, because you don't desire.
Mind is not there, then how can you desire? Mind is with somebody else when you surrender. Yeah.
So do we have free will?
Huh?
Do we have free will?
Free what is?
Free will.
Free will.
A free will to choose. A free will to make a decision.
In the world, if it is not, how can you see it in that world also? In your life, what you will, you choose it, you got it.
Do we?
In this world, whatever you choose, you get it.
No.
And how you conclude that in that world, whatever you like, whatever you choose, you will get it.
So you don't. Can you say it's only when it's in your capability?
You have become, capable of that. Those things, if you are capable of that, you will get them.
But like the people like to believe that, oh, I have my free will, I can choose whatever I like.
That's not there.
I choose to be a yoga teacher, or I choose to live, marry such and such person.
But maybe that's already written. But that's
Is it dependent on your state of mind? Is that a limitation?
Actually, selection is according to your state of mind. Choice is with you. I can't impose anything upon you. If you like, you can follow my teaching. Otherwise, what can I do? I can just watch. All right, time will come when you will realize what I am saying was true. Then you will search me again. Then I may meet or may not meet,
If somebody is getting addiction, drug addiction or whatever addiction in life, what is not the reason only, because, what can be the reason, or the karma is...
It's a company. Company is the cause.
Company is the cause.
Company is
De omgeving.
Yeah.
And can you say to a person like that you have to overcome that issue in your life, to overcome that addiction, to have your own real path?
No.
What can you say to the person like that?
Go where you get people who are not addicted.
Right.
And
change that company
first.
Right.
Then follow the instructions of those persons which have, after addiction, left those things.
So they can overcome it.
Yes, with the company they can, if they follow the instructions, then they can. That's why they send to the places. Are there where they are sent. They are, forgotten anything which is intoxicating.
Yeah.
And given what they think is beneficial for them.
What? Give me what?
They think. How they think.
What's that?
But I suppose there is a reason this person was in that particular company in the first place, right?
If it is a karmic fact that you will be born in a situation where you will be in a company which...
No. Actually, you are born in a company of your mother or father, and a family. Is there any addiction in the family?
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
Maybe if there is a family...
Not all.
No.
Addiction is all are not addicted. One can be, two can be, but addiction has not started at the home.
No.
If it started...
I know a situation from people, and there was a mother who was addicted, and they had a child. So then the child came into that family where the mother was addicted.
Yeah,
So then the company from the starting point was already not good.
Company means what? You will accompany a little boy. You will have the company of a little boy or a old lady or of your age.
I don't understand.
Company means something, some person, some personality which is of your age.
Yeah.
Okay, peers, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But then my question is that if it is in your...
And mother, if she is mother,
Yeah.
she knows I have done something wrong,
Yeah.
and she will protect her the most.
But in the practical world, sometimes it's different.
Actually, if she is mother,
She is mother. I'm
if she is
definitely
mother,
sure.
then she will, mother has extra love for the children.
But not all mothers show it. But not all mothers show it on that way.
Not all the mothers will show that because they're incapable of showing it.
Love is something, can you hide?
No, but because of addiction,
Yeah.
they are transformed
They're so
to
busy with their own
something else.
lives.
Still love is there for the children.
Yeah, but they show a mother who is drug addict.
If the mother is addicted herself, so she has hardly any time for the child and try to make her life
More addictive.
more addicted,
Actually,
it's a worst case scenario.
very,
Really.
very, actually mothers have got love. I have seen even, animal mothers have love for their children, I have seen monkey having two childs. One is dead, it is here. Another is here.
Yeah, but
So extra love is there. It's dead.
I believe what you say, Swamiji.
With human beings,
It's worse sometimes. It's worse sometimes.
yeah.
love is there.
But the love can be there, and I believe the love is there. But she isn't show it. She doesn't show it.
Incapable.
Yeah, incapable of showing it.
Actually, you from your point see that he is incapable. Actually, you won't, leave that boy to go anywhere else.
But
If you take him from him, he will fight with you. Can you take him from him?
Yes, sometimes, yes.
sometimes it
He
has
will
to.
fight.
Because then she is rid of it because it's a problem because she can hardly take care of herself. That's the situation I know.
Actually, when the time of, taking up that boy comes, he will be insensitive then. Oh, why are you taking my boy? He'll fight.
But then the situation is that I said, no. You can hardly take care of yourself. And that's why I want to protect that boy.
If
Take
she
him
agrees,
away.
if
No,
you
no.
agree, then if she agrees, then you can take. Otherwise, she will oppose.
Oh, she can oppose. But then I choose for the child to protect the child.
You can do it only on his permission, that's there. Now, without permission, she will fight. Even she can hit you, kill you sometimes with anything, whatever she gets around you, around her.